Welcome to the world of Afrox. Did you know that Afrox is Sub-Saharan Africa's leading supplier of gases and welding products, and that we operate in over 16 African countries with retail outlets and distributors across the continent? Not only do we offer the convenience of in-store over-the-counter products, but we can also deliver orders to your doorstep thanks to our extensive distribution network. Whatever your welding needs, Afrox has the solution. Top of the range, great quality products that you can rely on. Today, we would like to take you through two processes. Firstly, we will look at gas metal arc welding, commonly known as CO2 or MIG welding. Then, we will look at flux cord arc welding, which is the same as MIG, with the only difference being that there is flux in the core of the wire being used. We will discuss consumables and shielding gas selection. Remember, the correct combination of material, gas, and consumables is critical in obtaining optimum results every time. Now step into our virtual demo center as we take you through the principles of gas metal arc welding as well as flux cord arc welding. Gas metal arc welding, or as it is commonly known, MIG or CO2 welding, is a semi-automatic process that melts and joins metals by heating with an arc between the consumable wire and a workpiece. The consumable wire is automatically fed into the weld pool during the welding process. While MIG is a solid wire, flux core wires are tubular, which contains an alloy flux in the core. For the correct setup procedures and equipment, please refer to our MIG setup and maintenance DVD. Setting of the machine can be done between three transfer modes. Number 1, dip transfer. The voltage on the power source is set between 15 and 22 volts. The wire feed speed is set until you hear a crackling sound similar to the frying of bacon. The major advantages of the dip transfer is that it can be used on thinner materials below 3 mm and welding can be done out of position, for example vertical and overhead welding. The disadvantage of dip transfer is that it is not suitable for thicker materials and could result in lack of weld penetration and increased weld spatter. Number 2. Spray transfer. The voltage on the power source is set between 24 and 32 volts. The wire feed speed is set until you hear a hissing sound with very little visible spatter. The major advantages of spray transfer is the high speed of this transfer, better weld penetration on thicker materials, and a virtually spatter-free weld. The disadvantages of spray transfer is that it cannot be used on thinner materials and out-of-position welding. Number 3. Pulsed spray transfer. It is an electronic combination of dip and spray transfer and results in a combination of a spatter-free weld in all positions and on thinner materials. The flux cord arc welding process is similar to MIG welding, with the only difference being flux in the core of the wire. The main objective of the flux is to add alloying elements to the welded metal and assist with positional welding. In some cases, it also acts as shielding. You get two types of cord wires, namely gas-assisted and gasless wires. Gasless wires are used mainly for external applications, where shielding from the wire is critical to protect the weld from the atmosphere in windy conditions. Flux cord wires operate mainly in spray transfer mode and can be used in all positions. The voltage on the power source is set between 24 and 32 volts. The wire feed speed is set until you hear a hissing sound with very little visible spatter. Flux cord wires leave a flux coating after welding and must be chipped and brushed away before welding a second weld, the same as with shielded metal arc welding. Select the correct shielding gas for the wire selected, for example, Argo Shield for mild steel and Alu Shield for aluminium. In summary, the advantages of MIG are as follows. Number 1. No slag covering on weld deposit. Number 2. Weldable on most metals, for example, copper, aluminium, carbon steels, and stainless steel. Number 3. The MIG process offers high productivity in workshop fabrication environments. Advantages of flux cord arc welding are as follows. Number 1. Higher deposition rates due to the alloy flux inside the wire. Number 2. Welding is possible in all positions. Number 3. Offers high productivity in workshop fabrication environments. Number 4. Flux cord arc welding is weldable on most metals. Number 5. Gasless flux cord wires can be used in external environments. As Africa's leading gases and welding company, we are passionate about welding, and we're here to help you get the best welds possible. Using the Afrox range of welding machines, accessories, consumables, and personal protective gear will ensure the perfect weld every time.